Hi everyone, it's actually Tuesday afternoon and I've just got home from work. I didn't film yesterday because I was so tired and a bit stressed with some stuff that's been going on. But I'm here now and I've just got home from work and I'm going to take the dogs for a walk, but I'm going to pop some lunch in the oven and then just take the dogs around the block while it's cooking. I am normally here, there and everywhere and I haven't filmed us going on a walk in a while. But generally we do just go around the block during the week because Winnie can't walk very far and because I'm still recovering from my flare up and everything, still trying to get some level of fitness back. Even like walking is difficult for me, but we're gonna get back into the swing of doing it every day and hopefully we can have some longer walks as time goes on. But yeah, oh, and also I had a lot of lovely messages about me being stressed out about missing my hospital appointment, my phone call being cancelled. And a couple of people said they, hope I managed to speak to my doctor. They have rescheduled me in for this Friday. So I don't know why my appointment was cancelled and rebooked for November, but I've got a phone call with him this Friday. So if that doesn't happen, there'll be drama. But yeah, I'm gonna get the dog's harnesses on and put some lunch in the oven and we'll go for a little walk around the block. Excuse my fancy socks look with my shoes. It takes us quite a while to get anywhere when we're out on a walk because Archie likes to stop and sniff everything and wee on everything, like right now. And Winnie is a bit slow, bless her, but we're having a little stroll. This is why I don't film their walks most of the time, because this is literally all it is. Lots and lots of sniffing. Come on, we're moving, we're going. Come on. My lunch is in the oven at home. Pretty sure I mentioned it at the end of last week's vlog, but we have our dishwasher back in and working now, which is great. We had a bit of a palaver with it last night. It stopped working briefly, but it seems okay now. So I'm going to empty it. Archie's following me as always. I'm going to empty this and load it back up again. And then I need to find something to do to keep me awake because I'm falling asleep. I am now going to make a cup of tea and I'm going to go and put the washing away upstairs, but I'm going to spray some disinfectant on the sides first and disinfect the sides. I feel like I'm cleaning all the time lately, but I'm really enjoying it. So we'll keep going. I've decided I'm going to do the washing in a minute, but I forgot to show you guys that we actually plugged the TV aerial in the other night. I think it was Sunday night. Eventually, if we do the garage conversion, we're going to move the TV into that corner over there, because if you can see above Winnie's bed, that's actually where the aerial is plugged in. So we've got the wire like going across the living room at the moment. So eventually what we're planning to have is like another sofa or a big comfy armchair or something over there with a bookcase, and then the TV stand there, so it will be easier for the aerial. But we decided to finally plug it in and it's nice to actually be able to watch TV down here now. And I also brought a tiny little TV over from my mum and dad's house that we've now got in our bedroom, and I can watch DVDs on that one. The aerial's not working, so I can't watch Freeview, but I can watch DVDs and stuff, so it's quite nice to actually have a working TV down here now. So I'm going to enjoy my tea in my pumpkin mug and watch some TV, and then I'll go and sort the washing in a bit. And I'm also going to catch up with my bullet journal because I haven't filled out my habit tracker in a couple of days, and I need to tick off some things on my to-do list. Morning everyone, stood in front of the doors because it's a bit dark in here. I actually managed to speak to you in the morning, yay! I'm about to head off for work, but I just wanted to say that I'm not sure how the rest of this week is going to look because my mum has got her surgery today and it is a major surgery. I'm very nervous, very anxious. Obviously I will keep you updated. Thank you for people who sent well wishes for her last week when I mentioned it. But yeah, her surgery is today and I'm very nervous, but I'm ready for work on time, so I'm gonna leave now so that I can sit and have a cup of tea at work and just relax a little bit. The government guidance changed in the UK again yesterday. They have put some restrictions back in place. We're not supposed to meet in groups of more than 6 again now, but schools and restaurants and offices and everything are still open. So I just think the whole thing is just ridiculous at this point. Anyone else just feeling emotionally exhausted by this situation at this point and like just are so done with it because I am. Hello everyone, it is about 2 o'clock. I'm home from work. I haven't heard anything about my mum yet. I have texted my dad and he doesn't know anything yet, so keeping my fingers crossed that it's all going okay or that she's already done and they just haven't let us know yet. But I've just received a little Emma Bridgewater parcel. I ordered a few Halloween bits, so the unpersonalised plates that I ordered have arrived and the mugs are being personalised, so they'll take longer to come, but I thought I would show you what I got. Okay, so I got the Cobwebs Trick or Treat plate and I have a matching mug coming that says Boo on it, but like I said, that's going to take a little while to arrive. And then I have this autumnal, it's called Tumbling Pumpkins, the pattern, and it's got like pumpkins and gourds and squashes and stuff on it. And I've got a matching mug coming as well for this plate that says Autumn. I love them. I love this time of year, and I didn't really have anything autumnal. I've got a couple of Halloween themed mugs, but I didn't really have anything that was just sort of like autumn themed, and I definitely didn't have any plates. And last year I really regretted not buying the pumpkin plate that they brought out, so this year I've done it. And like I say, my mugs are arriving soon, hopefully. I especially love my trick-or-treat plate. I wish I had bought the pumpkin one last year and I just didn't. I thought, oh, you know, it will never get used. But actually I use my like Halloween stuff all September and October, so I'm glad I got it. But I think I'm going to take Archie out for a little walk now. Winnie seems a little bit stiff today, so I'm not going to force her to come out with us. But I'm going to take Archie out for a little walk around the block. And hopefully I'll hear some news about my mum soon because I'm feeling quite anxious about it all. Someone made it very clear that she didn't want to be left at home. So we've all come out for a little walk. And Archie doesn't know how to walk on the lead apparently. You're very excited today. Just got home from our little stroll around the block and my dad texted me to say that he's called the hospital and they are saying that she is still in theatre, so I have no idea like when she actually will have gone down for her operation. It could have been like not until lunchtime for all I know, but that doesn't make me feel any better because I just wanted to know that she was okay and finished. So yeah, a few more hours of anxiety I think, but we've had a little walk outside and that makes me feel better. I'm going to sort out the bunnies now and then I don't know what I'll do. Hi everyone, happy Thursday. I did end up hearing about my mum yesterday. She was in recovery in the evening when I spoke to my dad, and then I've only just had another update about her now, and it's nearly 1 o'clock, but unfortunately she didn't even get back onto the ward yesterday. She just doesn't recover from anaesthetic well, but her heart rate is really high, and it still is now. So she's actually on the high dependency unit, which is a bit of a worry. But they've actually said that my dad can go up and see her at 1:30, so I'm so pleased about that. Like, I would really love to go and see her, and I feel really helpless being at home and not being able to do anything. But out of everyone, she's going to want my dad. So I'm really glad he can go and see her, and hopefully he can update me again later. So I've just called everyone and texted everyone who's been asking about her, because my dad's useless at keeping people updated, so everyone just contacts me. So I need to make sure I keep everyone in the loop, like all her friends and everything, because she is not well enough to be looking at her phone and stuff. So yeah, my dad's going to go up and see her, so I'm glad about that. I actually woke up this morning with a really sore throat, which is concerning me a little bit. I've had a Google, and apparently it's not, like, I don't need to get tested if I just have a sore throat. My temperature is normal, and I feel otherwise okay, apart from a bit headachy and a bit tired, but a lot of the kids at school already have colds. So I feel like I probably have caught a cold, but it just goes to show, like, I'm washing my hands, I'm constantly using hand sanitizer, I'm disinfecting everything, and I've still got a cold. So it does just go to show, like, you can take as many precautions as you want, but it's sometimes not going to be enough. I feel a bit like at a loss of what to do today, because I just want to see my mum, and obviously I can't. So I think I'm going to have some lunch, try and do some housework, and I need to upload my Project Life process video for this week. There'll be a link to that in the description. It's the one that I was talking about the other day with all the Disney pages. I need to upload that because it's meant to be going up tonight. And I also got my new Lollipop Box Club kit through the post, so I'm going to show you that now. And as usual, I will mark this section of the video as an ad because I am on Lisa's creative team, but also my usual disclaimer, I am not required to talk about these in my videos. I choose to do it with you, so this isn't an ad, but I'm going to mark it as an ad anyway. Here we go. So I've just opened the box. This kit is called Stay Cozy. Life is better in pajamas. Oh, it certainly is. Dear Chloe, thank you so much for playing with this kit, Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. I love getting the kits. Right, this is the creative zine. As always, I don't want to show too much because this video will probably go up before people get their kits. But like I say, this one is called Stay Cozy. And every month Lisa does a little creative zine with some creative ideas and a recipe, and there's other bits and bobs in there as well. Here we go. Flowers. Glitter sticker book. Oh yes. This is lovely. I like that very much. We've got a little pocket here with some like vintage tickets. That is cute. I love that. This, I believe, will be the little DIY kit, so I'll keep that a secret for you guys when you get your kits. Sequins. Ooh, some rose gold staples to put in your stapler. Some little tiny phrase stickers and ephemera. Another little package of goodness here. Excuse my dodgy nails, by the way. My gel nail polish came off. I took it off and my nails look terrible now. The circle stickers, which I always really love. They're actually like my favourite part of some of the kits. And stickers from Mrs. Brimble's. They are cute. Anything with like tea and books, I'm there for it. Of course, there is a lollipop. And then these are the papers. So there's this cut apart sheet, and then these are the papers, which I'm just giving you a little sneaky peek of. And then we have the this week sheets and the calendar page. So this is the September kit, which means you get the calendar page for October in, so you can start planning October. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. It's all about being cozy, and it's kind of autumnal, but in a way that you could definitely use these papers to document other times of year as well. I love it. Beautiful. Can't wait to get stuck into that. But yeah, so that is the lovely Lollipop Box Club kit for this month. Maybe I'll try and do a little project with that this afternoon when I'm crafting to keep me occupied. I also want to go through and tick off some lists in my bullet journal. I've been using this literally for everything lately, so all of my like personal planning and journaling. I've been like journaling in here every day as well, because I did that over lockdown in my previous bullet journal, and I really enjoyed it. Plus it's a way to use this notebook up quicker, because I can't remember if I told you or not, I think I did, but I want to try and fill this journal up in 4 months, so that's my challenge. I'm journaling every day in here as well as doing all of my planning, and I've also been taking it to work, so if I have like a to-do list for work, I've been jotting it in here as well, and I'm really loving having everything in one place. I'm definitely like a simplified planner these days. I still have a bunch of my FAQs and stuff, but I don't really use them anymore. They look pretty on a shelf, but I'm sure I'll use them again at some point. But yeah, so I want to catch up in my bullet journal a little bit. I've got some important documents to put away. My vehicle logbook arrived back today with my new name on it. Hopefully that means my new driving license won't be far behind. And yeah, I think this afternoon is just going to be about keeping busy. But first of all, I'm starving, so I need to get some lunch. And my throat hurts so bad. I am a bit concerned, guys, but I'm sure that I'm absolutely fine. It's just a worry. I've just popped the washing on, and I'm going through this box that I bought in from the garage the other day that's got all of the like decorative bits that I used to have in the living room of the old house. It's mainly photo frames, and like I've been saying for the past couple of vlogs, I'm loving putting photos up everywhere, so I'm just going through and seeing if there are any that I could put somewhere else. I found these frames that have pictures of all of our nieces and nephews in, and they used to be in our old living room on the fireplace that we had. I love this, look at them. Oh, they're so big now. But yeah, some of them have got hooks on the back, which means I can add them to the gallery wall in the bedroom that I'm going to do, but I might have to change some of the pictures because they're not going to be the right way up. And I also found these adorable things. Oh, this was sent to us as a gift when I wrote a blog about the dogs, and this was one of Archie's professional photos that was taken one day. Look at him. What an absolute angel. So cute. And then I have this picture up here. Well, it's not a picture, it's my Bachelor of Arts degree certificate, and I have a matching one for my master's degree, but you can't get these frames anymore, so I was debating what I was going to do with them. And then in that box I found one of those frames with something else in, so I'm going to put that up on the wall next to my bachelor's degree certificate. And in that frame was this beautiful piece of art of Archie and Winnie that somebody sent us. So I'm going to reframe this in a different frame, but I want to keep my 2 degree certificates in the same frames, so I'll find a new one for this. And then I've got these as well. That was a photo from Iceland, and that was the first Christmas that we had the dogs, I think. Little outtakes of a family photo shoot, but I thought they were really cute, so I'd quite like to put these somewhere as well. They don't have hooks on, so I can't hang them, so I'm hoping I can find somewhere to actually put them. Okay, so I've popped that art piece in there. There's a picture of Archie in there, and that needle felted piece I've chopped down and popped in here, so it's a bit dog heavy. These photos won't be staying in here either. I'll probably swap it out for just like family photos of us for this room, and pictures of other family members will go downstairs, but I'm thinking of going for something like this because it's almost symmetrical but not quite. Oh, hi. Are you meant to be up here? Yeah, the answer's no. The answer is no. So yeah, I'm thinking of going for something like this. I've got this lovely picture frame as well, that would really add another like nice piece of colour in, but there's no hooks on the back. So I don't know, I would really like to have it, but I don't know how to hang it because there aren't any hooks. And it's a shame because I feel like swapping that other white one out for the like teal one really brings the whole thing together. And the reason I like it as well is because then I still have gaps down here and like at the sides for smaller frames, and I can add to the wall later if I want to. But yeah, I feel like this is what I want to go for. But I can't use this frame, which is really disappointing. I know I could use command strips, but I've just found in the past that they don't really work for me. So I might just have to use that white one, but it's such a shame because this I feel really does tie it together. So I've swapped these two frames here just so the smaller one is on that side, and it virtually is symmetrical now. Of course, I would end up doing a gallery wall that is basically symmetrical because I am a perfectionist. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting them up now. I've just double checked to make sure there are no plugs or anything behind this dresser. There aren't, so it should be fine. The quality of the wall doesn't look particularly good. But we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I'm going to go for this. And what I'm going to do is I'll pop that one up for now, but I will keep an eye out for a photo frame either in like this colour or a darker teal like the other one, and I'll swap it out eventually because I just think it looked really nice with that like contrasting colour. And I feel like with all of these being white, these two coloured ones look a bit weird, especially this pine one. But yeah, we'll just see how it looks, and I'll swap some out eventually, I'm sure. Now is the hard bit, trying to figure out where all of the nails need to go. So I'm going to start. Hi everyone, it's actually now Friday afternoon. I'm sorry that I abruptly stopped filming yesterday. I will go and show you how the gallery wall turned out in a minute. But basically I got a phone call from my dad halfway through, and unfortunately my mum wasn't really doing very well. There were some complications with the surgery, and they had taken an entire 24 hours to tell us that information. And she really just wasn't feeling very well, like wasn't doing great. So obviously I wasn't really up to filming after that, and I had to phone my nan and my auntie and my mum's friends and let them know what was going on, because she's not well enough to be like looking at her phone at the moment. So I have been updating everyone for her and for my dad so that he doesn't have to try and tell everyone. And then I just felt really sad about it for the rest of the afternoon. So hi Archie. So I basically just sat on the couch and watched some TV and waited for Will to come home so that I could talk to him about it all. And then today I was rushing out of the house because I was running late in the morning, and I came straight home and had a phone consultation with my doctor finally. It literally lasted about 10 minutes, which I was kind of disappointed about because I wanted to go into more detail about a few things, but I managed to ask all of the questions that I wanted to ask. Basically, he's given me some advice about work because I want to stay at work if possible. So he's given me some advice on how to sort of make myself feel a bit safer. He has actually had COVID, so he was saying that it is not pleasant, which obviously we all know that already, but he was saying it is not pleasant and I need to do everything I can to avoid getting it, and if that means stopping work at some point again, then I will have to do that, and he will support me in doing that. And I'm also being referred for an MRI, I think, because of some other stuff that I've got going on, and they want to just double check that, because I was meant to be referred for an MRI and I wasn't, so they're finally doing that. I don't know when it will be, but hopefully it won't be too far away. And then I also was talking to him about just some stuff about my medication and starting a family and all of that sort of thing, literally just some brief questions. And I basically found out that if and when we decide to start a family, if we're lucky enough to fall pregnant, then I will have to have like a consultant-led pregnancy, so I will be under the care of a consultant, and it would be considered a high-risk pregnancy, which is kind of scary to hear, but it is what it is, and I will be grateful if we can have a baby, however I have to go through the pregnancy. So yeah, at least I got all my questions answered, and I think that I will be getting a referral for an MRI now. So I've just had some lunch because I was absolutely starving, and I've got some bits and bobs to do today, because obviously I was meant to do this big house clean and hoover and everything yesterday, and then I barely got anything done because I was just worried about my mum, so I really need to hoover down here today because it's crazy. I'm feeling very flat this week, and I hope that that passes next week. I'm just so worried about my mum, and it's so hard not being able to talk to her and not being able to visit her, and even like little things, little things have happened over the last couple of days, and obviously I've just spoken to my doctor, and the only person I want to talk about it to is my mum, and I can't, and it's a bit rubbish, and I'm just really worried about her. So yeah, I'm trying to stay busy, so I'm going to try and get some stuff done this afternoon. We'll see. Here is the gallery wall. I think I mentioned yesterday I want to get rid of these. This needs to be sorted, and these are just some little photo frames that I want to add up there eventually. It's a little bit higgledy-piggledy, and I accidentally put these too low down, so either these need to be raised up, or I need to get two smaller frames to fill the gaps. It was really difficult to do because this wall is so hard. I couldn't get the nails into the walls, and also I didn't measure anything, so you can see that these are all wonky, but do you know what, I just don't really care at this point. It's fine, and I think if I either move them up or fill those gaps, I think it'll look quite cute. What I was thinking was maybe I could get a small frame with a pine frame, and then another small one either in like this colour or this teal colour like I was talking about yesterday, and I could put like the pine one up there and the teal one up there, and then it adds a bit more colour and like ties it all together, and obviously I need to put pictures in the rest of the frames, but I think it's fine. It's not the end of the world, and it is nice to have some art up on the walls. I feel like this room is finally coming together a little bit. That's a better angle, isn't it? It's much brighter now. But yeah, I feel like the room is coming together a little bit, and a lot of that is to do with having pictures and stuff up, so it's fine. I can't remember if I mentioned it or not, but we have a little TV up here now for watching DVDs. The aerial doesn't work, unfortunately, so I can't watch Freeview up here, but the other night I was watching The Nightmare Before Christmas. Don't mind all of the stains on top of here. I should have used a stain blocker before I painted it, but I'm going to put something over this so you can't see those stains. But yeah, and again, I feel like it's another little thing that makes the room feel more put together. I don't know, like having the TV there, my little pot of nail varnishes and the fake plant and everything with that lovely drawing up above. I don't know, I just feel like it is coming together. What do you think, Archie? I think you're upstairs again when you're not meant to be. Why do you do this? You know you're not meant to be up here. I've just flopped onto the bed because I'm so tired. This is a very unflattering angle. But I was just talking to my lovely sister-in-law to be, my brother's fiance, Ella. So if you're watching this, Ella, hi. I know she does sometimes watch my videos. But it made me really sad because she and my brother are getting married next summer. And, you know, we keep seeing a lot of stuff in all of the wedding groups talking about people postponing their 2021 weddings already and thinking that things aren't going to be back to normal by then. And I don't think that things will be normal by then, but I do feel like events and stuff will probably have opened back up, especially by next summer. I mean, we might not be lucky enough with our new date in April, but I feel like by next summer they'll have had to, otherwise the economy will just never recover. And I feel like this virus is something we're going to have to learn to live with now, the same as other flu type viruses and things, and hopefully we'll get a vaccination sooner rather than later. But I just feel like the economy will never recover if things don't start opening back up, especially by then. And it just made me really sad because she was sad about it, and I'm worried about our date in April as well, especially because it'll get to the point after Christmas where we'll have to pay like our final payments for everything, and I just don't know if it'll be able to go ahead, and if we do have to cancel it or change it yet again, like, will we get any of our money back? And it's very stressful. And obviously there are always people who have it worse, of course, there always are, but it doesn't make it any less stressful. And some people have made some not very nice comments to Ella about being worried about the wedding, and it just annoys me. Like, it doesn't take anything to be kind, and I just think we need to remember that everyone is going through something at the moment, and you know, it might seem small to you, but it's not to them, and a wedding is not a small thing anyway. So I don't know, we just have to hope that it will be okay by then. And I feel like I say, I feel like events will have to be allowed to go ahead by then, otherwise entire sectors of the economy are just going to go under. Life is just so much at the moment, isn't it? Okay, I've put my comfies on. It's actually a little bit warm for this hoodie. It's pretty sunny outside, but I just wanted to be cozy. I've hoovered and mopped the floors. I've hoovered all of upstairs as well, and I've put all the washing away. I've edited most of the video that you are currently watching, because there is nothing worse than it getting to Sunday night or even Monday afternoon when I get home from work and realising that I have not fully edited the video and it's meant to be going up Monday evening. So I'm trying to like edit the video throughout the week. And I've also sat down with my beautiful bullet journal and made some notes about my phone call with my consultant earlier. I've ticked off some bits on my to-do list and written a bit of a to-do list for the weekend. I've also got some journaling to catch up with, because I'm trying to journal in here most days as well. So I want to try and catch up with yesterday. And I have also had an update about my mum. She's really not doing very well, but I just don't want to dwell on it, because I just don't want to like start crying in the vlog, because I just feel like I will never stop. Like, I'm trying really hard to be positive, and I feel like I'm doing an okay job so far at trying to keep the vlog going, and it's a good distraction for me. So we're just going to keep pushing on. And I've got a few bits to do, and I feel like I'm rushing around because, again, I'm trying to stay busy, but I need to remember that it is Friday, it's the weekend, I can relax, and my mum would want me to chill. She wouldn't want me to be pushing myself and stressing and everything. So I am going to try and do a few bits though. I've got a folder of important documents that is currently sat on the floor of my office with stuff like strewn around it, and it really needs to be sorted out. And I need to put in like our wedding certificate and stuff like that in there. And yeah, I basically just want to catch up with this journaling. I might do some lesson planning. I can't remember if I said it or not, but I brought my work folder home with me to do some lesson planning, because I feel like I just never have time at work anymore. The mornings are just crazy. I want to do that, but I might save that for when Will is at football this weekend, because I'm sure he'll have a football match this weekend. so I might save that so I've got something to do on that day. Yeah. I'm tired and I need another cup of tea, I think. Hi everyone, I'm wearing Disney ears. These just came through the post and they are for our honeymoon, which we're probably not going on, at least not for the foreseeable anyway. So I thought, why not put them on and wear them around the house? And the saddest thing is there's actually another pair of ears coming as well that were dispatched today that were meant to be for the honeymoon. So I probably won't get to wear those either. You can probably hear from my voice I am pretty poorly at this point. This cold is not my friend. It's definitely just a cold, but it's making me feel pretty rubbish. We went into town this morning. I was gonna film, but we went really early and then it was all a bit of a disaster, to be honest. Like everything we wanted to do, like we had all these plans of things we were gonna do today and they've all sort of like not really worked out how we wanted. And we were also looking into getting some interest-free credit for the kitchen, and unfortunately the bank isn't doing that at the moment either. We don't necessarily need that, but it was just an option we were looking at to sort of help with paying for the kitchen all in one go, and they're not actually doing that at the moment, so that didn't work out. And then we went to have a look at kitchens because we want to get an idea of how much the kitchen's going to be before we decide to definitely go ahead with the garage conversion and everything. And we got there literally as the showroom was closing, so we've been sent home with a catalogue and we've had to book in an appointment for them to come and like take measurements and have a look at our space, but we haven't been able to see anything in the flesh. So everything we planned to do today was a bit of a disaster, and I must admit I was feeling quite sad on the drive home because I really wanted to do this honeymoon, but we really need to get the kitchen done and that has to be the priority. And hopefully we can still have the honeymoon, but with plans to start a family and still with that bit of money left to pay off for the wedding celebration, it's just a lot of money all at once to be spending. So yeah, feeling a bit disappointed and a bit deflated. But in positive news, my mum is feeling a little bit better today and is supposed to be moving to a ward. I'm really upset that I'm poorly because it means I probably can't go and see her even when she is moved to the ward. I need to get a bit better first. And I have chocolate. So those are some positive things for today, at least. So I'm just going to sit here and enjoy my Disney ears and enjoy my chocolate and try not to focus on how rubbish I feel. I've got the bride-to-be and wedding planner back out, bride-to-be mug I meant to say, because especially after today I'm feeling a little bit like resentful of the whole big day in April, which I know sounds really silly, but I guess maybe I need to explain. So obviously we had our lovely day planned, most of it is paid for, and then because of COVID we had to postpone, and we decided to go ahead with the legal ceremony anyway because we just wanted to be married. And honestly I have kind of found that because we've done the legal ceremony, we're married, we're happy with the lovely day that we had with our 10 guests, and now it just feels like we're paying out a lot of money for something that we don't need to. And a couple of people said that that might happen, and I think mainly the reason I feel that way is just because there's other things that we want to do, so the kitchen extension and the honeymoon and all that sort of thing. If we didn't have those things, then I would probably be super excited about this day in April, but part of it as well is I don't even know if it's still going to be able to go ahead, if we're going to be expected to cut numbers even further, if we're going to have to postpone it again, and right now I just kind of want it all done. So basically I've got the planner back out again and I've got the bride-to-be mug back out again to try and get me a little bit more excited about it all again, but I've just realised I still haven't organised all of my like important documents folder that I said I was going to organise yesterday, so I'm going to do that first and then have a look in my wedding planner and see what I've got left to do. My mum gave me her old label maker like last month, I think, and I hadn't used it yet, so I thought it would be good to label these little folders that I've popped in here to separate out all my documents. So I've got one for the wedding, one for car stuff and driving, one for like my employment history, and then I've got bank statements back there. I've also got all of my like certificates for my qualifications and stuff all in here, as well as a bunch of other important stuff that's like all at the back. But yeah, it's all labelled up now. It's looking super organised, and I'm so glad I got round to doing it. Hi everyone, happy Sunday. I didn't film any more yesterday because I just started feeling so poorly. First thing in the morning and heading into the evening are definitely the times when I feel worst. It's 11 o'clock now and I'm only just starting to feel vaguely human, but as you can hear from my voice, I'm so congested. I've just quickly done my skincare routine and thrown some clothes on because my mum has asked me to go and get her some pyjamas because she's running out of stuff to wear in the hospital. In positive news, she's actually feeling a tiny bit better and she's been moved to her own room on a ward, so that's really good. I'm really hoping that she'll be out of hospital next week, but she needs some new pyjamas, so I'm going to nip to Sainsbury's and see if I can get anything in there, and then I'll go to my dad's and, well, go to my parents' house and drop them off to my dad so that he can take them to her. I really want to see her, but I just can't because of this cold. I really don't want to risk making her poorly on top of everything else she's having to deal with. But yesterday I just carried on doing a bit more Wedmin. I'm trying to be positive about it. It's been really difficult with the wedding because we just don't know what's going to happen, and I am calling it a wedding even though we're already married because this is like the big white wedding that we had planned, and we've spent a lot of money on it, so I'm going to call it a wedding because that's what it is. It has been difficult to continue planning it because we just don't know what's going to happen. So I'm trying to be positive. I've unfollowed a couple of wedding groups on Facebook where people are just being continually negative about weddings next year. And, you know, we've paid for most of it now. Our final payments aren't due until March. So we may as well just try and enjoy it and be positive and cross whatever bridge we have to cross when we come to it. There's just no point worrying about it now. There isn't really any other time that we can postpone it to that fits in with all of the rest of our plans. So I'm just gonna have to go with it. So I did some more like planning yesterday, and my venue are using this like online planning portal, so I've like uploaded all of our information onto that today as well. Well, most of it anyway. I've still got quite a bit to do, but I've been adding the guest list and like checking off people who have already sent an RSVP and things. Yeah, just trying to be positive, I guess. But I'm gonna nip to Sainsbury's now and see if I can get my mum some pyjamas. Might even get myself some sweets because I fancy some and I want to feel better. And yeah, I'll catch up with you in a bit.